Hello, everyone. It's Michelle Titler here from the political organization End Race-Based Law here in Canada. And this is a donation drive, February 15th, 2026. And Jerry Gagnon, my political partner, and I are in desperate need for a little bit of help. We have a cap of $2,000. We're going to get the GoFundMe going too. Once we get to $2,000, I'm ending it. And it's for a specific reason. And we need help because we're tapped out. We've put so much money out, just rising costs of living itself, but, personal things, family issues. And then also I've created a store and uploaded 70 videos, like a whole bunch of different colors of this End Race-Based Law, but many, many more logos, gorgeous logos, because we have to start wearing our memes and taking it to the streets. And so we've put out so much money for the store and the URLs and everything that we've been doing, because there's End Race-Based Law and now there's my store, and it's a WooCommerce thing. So, and I've just been like struggling on government assistance until I get to my pension in about 6 months. And Jerry is a pensioner, so we're tapped out. We're completely tapped out, and there's nowhere to turn. And here's what it's for. It's for the store mostly. I put out so much money and there was some calamity. I can't go into it. It was a family thing, and there were a few emergencies, and that was about 6 months ago, and it cost money. However, it freed me up. It really was the thing that freed me up to be able to do this right now, to come back to End Race-Based Law. So we're back, like Jerry and I are back. We have big plans to get the petition signed. We need so one of the costs is we need a post office box so that people can mail in the petition, because it's got to be a signed petition. So we're going to get those kind of petition drives going. And also the store. The cap is $2,000. We could even just do with $1,000. We just seem to be dangling with this, not being able to get it really up and running. We're almost there. I need to put some money down on the credit card that is connected to it, because all the sales go through my credit card first, and then I get the money. So it's almost like I need a loan more than I even need the money. But we need to get going here, because it's a long story. I don't want to really get going on. It's a whole bunch of family issues. And I spent 3 years with my father, who had a spinal cord infection and was paralyzed. He went from playing old timers hockey one day at 83 to the next day being completely paralyzed, like tracheotomy, everything. A catheter. They told him he was going to die. He laid in a bed for a year, and he made it back. He started walking again, and I had to be a part of that. And it was an amazing experience. And also I went over to Make America Great Again, MAGA, and Q Army. I was fighting in Q Army really, really hard. I've been in the trenches all this time, like still fighting really hard. I am the fighter of End Race-Based Law. So now I'm back to End Race-Based Law. And Jerry and I had a huge fight, because there's just family stuff involved, because he's living at my sister's on Vancouver Island. And, there's just, I won't even go into it. All right, family stuff. But I banned Jerry from Facebook at one point, like recently, last month, and it got rid of all of his posts. I felt really bad. But the point that we were trying to get to was we needed separate pages and groups for the different things that we were doing, because I'm doing videos, and Jerry and I have done a series of videos now. We're up to 14. But the other thing too is Jerry got really, really sick. He almost died. He was literally almost died. And in some of the earlier videos, you can see he looks very, very, very thin and unhealthy, but we nursed him back to life. He's doing great. And the one thing about living with my sister is she's a cook, so he's eating. And he's doing a lot better. He's off and on been sick, so there's been some delays with the videos. And also, long story there, he was living with my sister. Her husband had a stroke. She had to sell her house. So Jerry's been involved in a lot of moving. He was living here, then he was living there, then he was living, then they moved. It's a long story. So we're finally settled in, and we're ready to really go gangbusters on End Race-Based Law. Now, Jerry is the researcher. And if you haven't seen his research on his older feature stories are on .com. I'm going to be taking over .com a bit more with all the videos. This is what we've been trying to, sort of figure out. And he because there's just so many stories. He does the daily news stories on endracebasedlaw.ca. So Jerry is now shifting predominantly to .ca, and I've created like a color scheme for him, the green and the blue. So whenever you see the green and race-based law logo, green and blue, that's Jerry. So he's got a Facebook page, a group, a Twitter account, a TikTok account. I've been creating all of that lately. We've been working really, really hard. He actually has a YouTube account too now. And I took the chance to upload all of our videos onto YouTube. We'll see. So far, so good. They're not taken down yet. Because it's just Jerry and I talking. Otherwise, all of our stuff has been on Rumble and BitChute for a while. We will be doing more videos, and Jerry will be explaining. We've already done enough videos now to explain to people what these race laws are in Canada, in our Constitution, in Section 35 of our Constitution, and what they've done to us. And it's all been behind the scenes in courthouses across Canada, paid for by taxpayers all this time to undermine us and to destroy our sovereignty. And they're only going to end up taking that land from the natives. They have no intention of. These are the same people that put them in the residential schools and did all this. Like the natives need to unite with us. We're all from around the world here in Canada. We're a hodgepodge. Like we have to unite. We have to make this work. So you can see the backside of my thing is Unity for Canada. I don't know if you can see that, but I have a lot of really great logos. And the problem is, I hate asking for money because I know you guys must be tapped out too, but they've raised the rent everywhere. Like the food costs have tripled. Like and I'm here alone now. And I've put out quite literally thousands of dollars for all of this. And we're tapped out. And it's like we're just so close to being able to really get going. I've got to fix the store. So right now the store is down because I just haven't paid attention to it because I was working with my dad, and then I decided to do all of our race-based law stuff first and then concentrate on the store. And we're hoping ultimately to make some money through the store, like by offering you something and the quality items, like this is really great drop shipping. This is really nice stuff. This is not just junk. And there's so much for women because they never make the t-shirts for women, but I concentrated on the women. There's dresses, skirts. It's like really great stuff, like wearable stuff. And I also decided that the art would come first. Like this is an obvious big logo, and it's got the join us in the future of a unified Canada. One nation, one law. But I also created just race-based law ones because I realized America, it was involved in this too. So I pulled out this stuff and I just made these in every color, and they look smashing on the dresses. And what I did too, because there's a new thing called all over print. So you can print anywhere now, anywhere. And they even break up the sections so you can do different things on the arms, on the collars, it is amazing what you can do now. And so I took advantage of that, and I spent a year. This is why we're asking for donations, because you just cannot believe the hard work we've put into this, and we're so close. And there was a whole bunch of family BS that happened hi Orb, there was an Orb that showed up, that cost me a lot of money too, and maxed out my credit card. I can't talk about it. It's personal stuff, okay? And it involved my dad. And I love him dearly, and he fell and broke his hip, and he's not doing great. So my time with him is over, but we're so close. Like we seriously need maximum $2,000. We don't need anything more than that. And even if we got a little bit less than that, we could still make it work. But we're begging for some help here because we sincerely need it. Jerry and I just have nowhere to turn to ask for help. And so we're asking anyone who's been a part of race-based law or appreciates all the hard work that we've put in. Like it took me a year to build that store. I didn't finish saying. So what I did was I thought, wow, if you can do like a background, like if you can fill the entire dress with whatever you want, I started creating patterns, like these beautiful, beautiful patterns. All the colors are very unique. There's color schemes that go with each logo that are very unique. I'm really, really good at this. So I think I'm the best on the scene. You got to go check it out. When I get the store up and running, I'll put it in these links, but you guys will all hear about it. But I created background patterns, and then I put the logos on top so that you see the art first, so that the piece of clothing is beautiful to wear, and then you look in at the meme. And I've used all these different kinds of fonts, and they're just really, really creative. I don't know if the store is working right now. Vox Populi, VOXPOPULI .store. I think it's down right now, but if you want to check it out, you can. I don't think you can get anything from it at this point, and I might be changing the name to voiceofthepeople.store. I still have the URL I have the URL for both. You can get there by voiceofthepeople.store and fearisthevirus.store and fearisthevirus.ca. I've got a few URLs pointing to it, and I want to buy a few more, but I can't afford it yet. Jerry thought of one, Wear Your Memes, because my store is really Wear Your Memes. And they're beautiful, they're beautiful colors, they're beautiful artwork, and they're beautiful clothes, quality clothes. And they're even shoes. Okay, so it's pretty cool stuff. But we just need to make it to the end here, and we're almost there. And my car broke down. It was you know what it's like when a million things hit you at once, and that's where we're at, and it's we're tapped out. So we're on a drive, on a fundraising drive. We only need $2,000. This video will be taken down as soon as we get to that topper. And I'll start a GoFundMe even. You can donate through our sites, through .ca and .com. I'll try to set something up on Facebook too. That's what I'm going to do next after I do this video. And I'm also going to start a GoFundMe, because that shows the the amount. If we're seriously only need $2,000. I don't know where we're going to get it. I know everybody's struggling. So if anybody does help us, thank you so much, and thank you for the dollars that some people have already sent. Have been some people who've donated. Thank you. That's been really nice. Not enough for this particular drive right now, but just so kind of somebody just to arbitrarily do that when we weren't even asking for it. They just hit the donate button on Jerry's website. And Jerry's worked so hard. We've literally put in thousands and thousands of hours together. 11 years. We are at the 11-year mark this year. We started End Race-Based Law in 2014. So it's the 12-year mark. Oh my God, it's the 12-year mark. That's right, we were saying 11 years last year. So here we are, you guys, and we really do need your help. And we wouldn't ask if we tried, that's what we were fighting about. That is what we were fighting about. And that's how I banned them for, we were just fighting about money. As you know, it can happen, right? And so I thought, why don't we just ask people for help? You never know, Jerry. And even if we only got $500, it would even that would help. So we'll just do our best. And thank you to anyone who would even consider it. And if you can't afford it, I know what I felt like when someone's asked for money and I really wanted to be able to give it and I couldn't. I've just been so poor for a while now, just the last little while now. I'm not complaining. I have a good life, and thank God for everything I've got, And I hope everybody else out there is doing okay. The homeless thing is really, really upsetting. I know everybody is struggling, so thank you. If you can even just send $20, $10. If 10 people send $10, even that's, something. So thank you very, very much, really, from both Jerry and I. We don't even want to ask. And that was part of, the struggle that we were having. But we're okay. We're back on track. We're good. We're a good team. We're not a married couple anymore. We hate living together. We fight a lot. But, man, we've had a 30-year friendship. Okay, we keep getting back on track, and we keep doing what we love doing, and that is politics. We both love doing politics. That's really why we married. That's what we had in common. So that's what we're still going to do, because we are friends. He's like a brother to me. He's family. Okay, thank you, everyone. And I don't know if I can say Happy New Year anymore, but have a really great 2026. And don't worry, we're all going to get through this. We are going to end race-based law, and we're going to save Canada in our own way. Okay, cheerio. Bye.